Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The world will say hello to you on Monday, March 26th, 2025. I think I called this. I remember. I remembered. I remembered not to go. My mum's dad used to visit occasionally. He was alcoholic. He was very stoic, controlled alcoholic. I mean, he knew just how much he needed in order to cope with daily life. The reason he became alcoholic was as a young man, he was conscripted into the army. He told me that everybody had to go, so we went. And he said it was horrible, horrific. And I said, "Tell me some of your war stories, Grandad." I think I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. And he told me about being captured at Dunkirk and how he got beaten up to the point where they collapsed his spine and he was carried to the concentration camps in Germany. And by the time they got there, this long line of captured soldiers, war was over and he got shipped back to England, where they hastily assembled a leather and lead under jacket kind of corset that he wore underneath his clothes. It made him seem like he was a stiff, but he had to wear it because his spine was so distorted from being beaten. Why people willingly go to war, I will never be able to fathom. Why people fight, why people are violent towards each other. I just can't fathom it. I mean, I talk to many humans, some of them on the liberal, either side of the political fence. It doesn't seem to matter that races, any reason you may think is justifiable to take another man's life, another person's life, to indiscriminately press a button knowing that lives will be lost. What is that in a human besides just willful killing? And yet, get every individual and they'll go, "Oh, well, you're just defending yourself." Defending yourself against what? Another person trying to kill you. So I don't care who you are. I care about the actionable response is to actually kill somebody. Your response. It's justified. Well, justify war to me. Justify it, please. So it's Memorial Day, so that's why I'm being triggered to say this in a very open way. I'm very happy to talk to anybody who thinks that war is necessary. Killing is necessary. It's not. All of my childhood, all of my upbringing, post Second World War. Sure, it was 1950s, and we supposedly, Second World War was over in 1945, 46, right? So why was I affected by it? Well, because ever since the media has been introduced, all media, there's been a very real push for it to be normalized that we're in a conflict. Have you noticed how the Falklands conflict, these little conflicts that countries have with each other are contained, but it's the hands that are doing the puppeting of these poor boys who go to war for them. They're the ones who die. I have a friend who was in Vietnam, and because I live in the States now, I live in California. But I have a friend here who didn't escape the draft, didn't go to Canada, didn't belong to a very wealthy family who bought him out of going to Vietnam to serve the United States against the evil other country, Vietnam. It's like, he said to me, I had no idea why. I just thought, hey, that's what they want me to do. And I'm like, did you actually think, hey, that's what they want me to do? Or you just went along with a bunch of mates? Because you all were going. Because you were raised to believe that there was something justified in being at war. And he went, well, yeah. I mean, we had to stop the commies. It loops in very strange ways. The way in which they manipulate young men to go to war. It loops in very strange ways. At the moment, we're getting a big push for men to be men, be manly men. Come on. We've had enough of this liberal push towards, feminine men and all that stuff. But you still can't justify even. Please stop fighting. Stop killing people, you fucking twats. Don't go. Trying to drag us into every single fight. Oh, look, there's a fight up there. Look, in the stands, oh, man, that red team and the blue team. Look, their fans are fighting each other. Oh, let's focus in on that. Oh, we should help them because look, it's like, oh, stop it. All of it. Daily we're challenged, and that's a good thing. I think we need to be challenged. I think we need to grow. We can't grow without being challenged. We get complacent. We sit there and we let things happen. This complacency. Apathy. That's truly what's killing most. Let's have a Memorial Day for those that can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I gave up. See, I'm not giving up. You know, a lot of people think, oh, he's waving the white flag. Oh, one of those loonies. No, I have not given up. I am as vociferous and as rebellious against this system as I've ever been, because I believe that it is possible for us to say, no, not going to do this anymore. And today's a good day to do that, to remember, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to kill people to save lives. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, but we've always... Stop. I don't care. We've always done it that way. No. There are some things we've done right, but a lot of things we've done wrong. And because we've done them wrong so many times, we think of it as being okay. It's not. Hurting somebody for your pleasure, killing people, none of these things are good. Violence in the system is the system. Oh. I have two beautiful children who are now grown up. They're in their 20s and having all the roller coaster stuff that happens in your late teens, early 20s. And that's as much as I can do to help them, is to advise them to stay away from anything that's violent, anything that takes away your love of life, you know? And it's no good pointing fingers and saying, oh, it's that side. Oh, it's that side. It's that person. It's this person. No, you have to carry yourself with strength and know that a peaceful, loving life is possible. It is. Yeah, the clash. My friend Conrad has joined me in the chat. I hope you're well, mate. Big celebrations here in America for all the wars they've won. We're celebrating the soldiers and the sailors and the Navy and the Army and the Air Force. We're celebrating those people who are silly enough to go out there and kill for their government, to serve their government by giving up their lives. That's a sensible thing to do, isn't it? And then they find out that the government they've got is so evil, dark, and corrupt, and determined to send their children's children off to war again. It's it's horrible. Anyway, second is New Model Army. Yes, I like New Model Army. They were a very good bunch of peaceful anarchists. Yeah. Very influenced by them. Back in the day, I suppose I didn't really follow their music that much, but the idea, this goes back. I've been working around, because people ask me, it's like, well, when did all this start? And it's like, well, I suppose since we were cavemen, I don't know what, but there are dates. There are specific dates in history that I've been very curious about, and why things shifted the way they shifted. And the particular one year, because we've been marking the years by putting down numbers, 1815, 1815. The reason there was something that happened behind the wars of that era, early 1800s, that shifted the control system, and whether it was intentional, non-intentional, it had to be intentional. But there were things that went on around that time in history where the concept and the system itself repositioned itself to have more control over the general population of the world. 1815, Napoleonic War, stuff like that. Anyway, should I stay or should I go? Always stay as long as you can, as healthy as you can, and happy as you can. Never go, because where are you going to go? Should I stay? Yes, I should. Yeah, it's weird. Birds are going nuts this morning. Loads of crows. There's a lot of crows. It's a murder of crows. We humans give the collective name for the crows who are in a group, family group, going around scavenging their food. We call it a murder. Why? Because, you got to be fearful of those black, dark birds. It's like, oh, they're beautiful. Intelligent too, the crow. Apparently, some people who are much more learned than I in this area have said that they even have facial recognition. War is not for fun. War is not necessary. Full stop, period. That's it, end of. There is no need for war. It's just stupid people. It's not fun. It's killing people. Would you willingly go out there and kill somebody? No. Will you join this group of people all wearing the same uniform and go and fight for freedom? Yes. Same thing. Same thing. Same bloke. Different owl. That's it. Avoid all violence. The violence inherent in the system is the way the system controls you with fear. And I don't care. At the moment, I don't care for violence in any way, shape, or form. And the willingness to cow down to a system that controls you by the ultimate threat. Gonna kill you. Well, come on then. Bring it on. I won't fight you. Fight war, not wars. Simple. Be opposed to the idea and the very ignorant way in which people are lured into killing each other. To lure, like a fish. Ooh. Why are you going to war? Well, for freedom. Oh, that's right. sort of people you're liberating, I mean killing, I mean liberating, killing, they feel free now. But a lot of people works for it. Yeah, they do. They do. I was talking to somebody very, very recently, in the past week. Former military man, retired, got lots of kids, and the kids have kids and all that stuff. And after his military career, he worked for all of the large conglomerate companies who supply the goods and the machinery and the stuff for more war. And I'm like, why? You gave your life to killing. Why? And he couldn't justify it. I mean, he tried to. Well, it's human nature. No, it's not. Well, it's not. I can tell you how it's not human nature by looking very closely at myself. If you kill me, am I more or less liberated? So, yeah, we need to keep the peace. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm going to keep the peace. Watch out. You know, it's just silly. But it still goes on. You're right. They're looking for majority. Well, that's the problem with anything is there's no such thing. And no, the concept, the actual concept of democracy. Not talking about which party wants more of democracy or less of democracy, or those guys don't want democracy, or these Democrats, they call themselves Democrats, but they're no, none of the political systems don't want a majority. And if it is the majority, I still don't want to go along with it, because the problem we have is a lot of people don't understand the concept of living. They understand the concept of dying and they want to rush into it. That's called Memorial Day. Remember the dead so you don't do it again. That's all it is. Don't do it again. Don't go out killing people. Politics and media want to go for that rabbit. I believe it's in individuals. I don't believe it's just in the collective. So there's something in the psyche, especially young men who have a testosterone rush, who are willing to go out there and fight for a cause. I was willing to fight for a cause. I was fighting for the cause of peace. You see, I'm as much of a conundrum as they are. I'm fighting for peace. Isn't that ridiculous? That's almost as bad as killing to save lives, isn't it? These are concepts they're fighting for. They're not fighting for a specific cause. We humans have got to the point in our lives where we can go, wait a minute, we're going to go out there and kill people because there's no justification. I cannot find a justification for killing anybody. Even cruel people I see out there, and I'm like, God, I wish they'd just go away. Well, they will. You walk away from them. That's what you do. You walk away from violence in the system. The violence inherent in the system is there on purpose to get you to fight the system. But the system itself is faceless. So when you see individuals acting out that violence in society, you just disassociate. You just go, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. Love and peace are two things that have been absolutely ridiculously forgotten. You want a Memorial Day? Have a memorial for love and peace. Remember love and peace. Remember, they're the things that brought us into this world. Politics and media. Politics and media. Media, you are the media. I am the media. We are the media. Politics, study of people. Not a political party, but the study of people. What do we do with study? We learn and we change. But we don't change unless we change from inside. So work on yourself. If you feel like the rush to go out and kill somebody, fucking shut up and sit down. Think about it. Taking a life is not honorable in any sense. It's not justifiable in any sense. Okay, that's my Memorial Day speech. I do it probably every year. I don't know, but I do it in my head. It's going a bit long. Thanks, comrade. It's evolving and can't be stopped easily as it runs fast beyond the horizon. Bring me the horizon. There you go. We've evolved. Let's do this. Love and peace, everybody. Today's the day to remember not to go to war.